Mark, this report coming from The Information. What's your assessment about these production cuts?
I'm not sure what else Apple or investors or analysts should really expect when the phone comes out 3 weeks later than the other variations. It's basically last year's phone, but a little bit bigger, really no changes. And it's only $8 per month less than the iPhone 14 Pro Max. There's really not a good reason to buy that $900 iPhone 14 Plus when, again, on installments, a much better phone, the one you're showing on screen right now, it's only $8 per month. So if you're already spending $900 on a phone, chances are you can spend $1,100, especially if you break up that difference over 24 or 30 months.
Interesting. You've also got some new reporting on the iPads, new iPads. Tell us how big a change you're seeing here and why the change in strategy from Apple.
So 2 new iPads. One is the new iPad Pro with the M2 chip. The second is a new entry-level iPad. I'll start with the iPad Pro. That'll be a lot quicker. Smallest update in the history of the iPad Pro. The first one came out 7 years ago in 2015. They've essentially added just that faster processor. It's about 15% faster. I don't think you're going to see major day-to-day gains from last year's model. There's a new Apple Pencil hover feature you're showing, which now if you take the stylus over the screen, it can sense 12 millimeters away that you're there, so you don't actually have to touch the screen. It's kind of a cool but more of a software-based tweak. Now the entry-level iPad, I have no idea why anyone would buy the iPad Air. The iPad Air with the M1 chip, $600. This iPad entry-level has the A14 chip, so a little bit slower, but for over $100 less expensive. So I think it's going to be an incredibly hot seller. I think it's going to do well. The question is, what is Apple thinking right now with its iPad strategy? It's really all over the place. You have 5 or 6 distinct models. You have a lot of overlap in both pricing and functionality and capacities and design and colors. The software story is not in good shape. People have been asking for major multitasking improvements for years now. I don't think Stage Manager, which they're launching with iPadOS 16 and these new iPads next week, is the answer. I think they will do well the holiday season, particularly with the new colorful entry-level iPad. But I think they need to give the iPad Pro some serious juice, both in terms of hardware and software, and really define what the vision and the future of the iPad is. I think it's going to be bigger screens and Mac-like multitasking. But we'll see what they have up their sleeves in 23 and 24.